Hey guys, it's Juju. This is going to be a reading just for y'all. Let me invite you guys real quick. How do I do this? No, that's not right. Not there. Hold on one second. Let me invite y'all. Invite. 1 second. Okay. So, excuse me. Wait for you guys to get in. So when you guys get in, just let me know that you're here. So I'll give you guys a few minutes. We're going to go over just some overall energies for you guys. Each of you, I guess, if you want, whenever you guys arrive. So if you could just let me know when you're in here, because I can't really tell otherwise. I don't know if I want to use these. No. All right, let me see. I'm going to use. Okay. Well, don't see anybody in here yet. I can't really tell. So I guess I'll just go ahead and start with overall energies. Ooh. All right. So there's going to be some communication, like verbal diarrhea. Some of you might be experiencing that, like either you yourself might feel compelled to spill your guts to somebody important in your life. It could be a family friend, it could be a love interest, it could be someone who you're particularly close to, or it could just be that you've been holding back some type of emotion towards somebody. It even could be frustration or anger, but there's something that's been really suppressed that needs to come out. And I feel like that's what's going to happen in April. It may not be for everybody, but it will be for some of you, or maybe just even one. So let's see. Yeah, okay. Spirit, show me the collective of my Facebook friends. April. So you have a decision that needs to be made. Do like this. You have a decision It feels like it's matters of the heart. Really could go either way. It could even talk about just opening up your heart to allow people in, or maybe this is someone around you who's finally going to open up their heart and allow you in. Um, it feels like it's almost, well, it's a relief. I feel like it's like a release, a relief. It's, someone has also been very rigid, or they felt like their heart was very cold, or someone around you. This could be you, or this could be someone around you, and it's finally starting to crack open. But it's going to take someone to use a decision, or to make a very clear-cut decision in order how to do this. There has been someone around you who hasn't been able to quite express how they feel about a situation, or about you, or about a family dynamic, or something about the past. It could be really anything. But there is going to be an expression of that, because it's finally going to just open. I feel like this has been a very, very difficult decision for someone to make, to come forward, or to speak their truth, or to really just like convey how they really feel about a situation. They've struggled. Someone's really, really struggled about this. It wasn't an easy decision either. It was very difficult. But somebody here is finally going to share their heart to somebody and give it to someone. You know, I'm seeing like two people. Okay, this could be love or friends. I feel like it could be more romantic, but you have two people, right? Each one having their own heart. But I see an exchange of those hearts. I'm seeing like an exchange. And it's been a very difficult decision for someone to make, to do this. It's not been easy. This person, either you or someone else, finds it very, very, very difficult to express how they really feel. That means not covering it up with humor. That means not masking it with anger. That means someone had a hard time making a decision to decide if they were worthy of actually of a verbal or an emotional expression. Someone didn't feel like they were worthy of that, or someone didn't feel like they were worthy of being loved. Well, that's changing in April. Okay, what else for the collective of my Facebook friends? Okay, so you have observation in reverse. You're not going to see this coming. You're probably going to feel it before it actually is made manifest. So before you see it with your own eyes, you're going to feel this. You can't see it, right? But you're going to feel this expansion within your heart for whatever reason. You're going to, I don't know if it's something that someone says, if it's, it almost feels like, again, with the decision, you just one day you woke up, you or somebody you're dealing with is going to wake up, and they're going to feel like really different. They may not be able to explain the why. They just know that they do. But it's something that you're not going to see coming, or you're not going to expect this from yourself, but you're going to feel this opening, this swelling up. And I don't mean like actually swelling of the heart, although if you have heart conditions, go get checked out. I'm just saying. But you're going to feel this expansion, but you're not sure where it's coming from. And if this is you experiencing this from somebody else, someone is going to be very emotional with you. You're not going to expect it. You'll feel it before you'll actually see. Yeah, mystical clouds. So you see, look, it's almost like, you see those little points of light? Like, these are like little angels, or they don't even have to be angels. They could be beings of some kind. Something is happening to somebody's heart, and it's going to be opened somehow, some way. This could be you or someone that you're dealing with, but their heart is literally going to be opened, like emotionally expansion. They may not even realize it. Like they don't even see this coming for themselves, and you may not experience this for see this coming at you or within you. But it's going to feel very mystical, like what just happened. Someone might also feel like a very deep warming sensation in their heart. And I don't mean like a bad way. I mean like it's like the heart is full of love. It's full. It's complete. It's whole. Nothing's missing. Everything's just the way it should be. It's complete. Unity. I don't know, like, it's beautiful, whatever it is, whomever it's for, happening to or experiencing, and vice versa. There's a deep understanding that someone is just going to have. And it's not going to be expected. You'll feel it before, with either within yourself or something about this person, but you're not going to be able, you won't see it coming, if that makes sense. Because before this person or you were very fragmented, not really sure, reliving the past, dissecting the past, digging up bones. But that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, because if you don't know where you've been, you don't know where you're going. Right? And you don't want to keep going in this circle over and over and over again, right? I keep seeing this circle. Someone like pacing the floor in a circle over, retreading or re-walking the same circle until it's like worn a path. It's like a rut, but you don't even know. This person or you don't even know that they're in it. They don't know. They can't see it because they have blinders on. They can't see it. But then all of a sudden, they stop walking. It's like they lift their head up and their heart opens. And then then the whole time, all they had to do was lift their head up and see. They had to take one step up. That's it. It's something about that. Yeah. Seeker. You're going to find something, and then there's going to be mastery. It's going to be like self-mastery as well. There's going to be like... Look. There's going to be no more projections. Seeing the self as it really is. Who you really are, who they really are. Almost like perfect clarity. It's like a mystical master emerging. The seeker has found the master, or the seeker has now realized they don't have anything to seek. Everything was already there within them. They just didn't see it. And that's okay, because things were fragmented. Someone had to go through and reanalyze, dissect, like really look at it in such a profound way also to cleanse it too, because we have the seashells here, and ocean water is very cleansing. Could be water sign, also could be fire. Someone could have a lot of fire and water in their chart. These dowsing rod seekers, they also find water. So someone here is finding the courage to open up their emotions. Someone's finding the courage to realize that everything that they've ever wanted, everything that they've ever needed was always there within them. There's nothing left to find. There's nothing left to seek. Now that doesn't mean you don't have goals. That doesn't mean you don't have life purpose, because someone is becoming a mystical master of some kind. And it's a gift. But it's also what was already there within them, and it was already predestined. So also someone might be getting a crystal, or like a crystal pendulum, or a crystal of some kind that does this to them. It's just like, it's almost like that atom being cracked open. And I don't mean like a nuclear explosion. I mean like an expansion. Someone is about to expand spiritually, emotionally, intellectually. Someone's about to really step into mystical mastery. Also here, it's like he's holding, I'm not saying that's what that hand gesture means, but it's like he's holding a thread. It's like an invisible thread that he's holding, and he's gaining some type of wisdom from it. It's like he can feel, you see, like these are the same coming down. It's like he can feel time itself, like actually feel it, like it's a tangible physical object, like a time or a destiny here, but he feels it with his hands. It's like you can pinpoint a timeline or a time frame of some kind. It's, it was sought after, and this person or group of people even have finally found it. It was found. What was lost has not been found. I'm also hearing I was blind, but now I see. This is a grace. This is a gift that's being given to someone for whatever reason, but it's not even a gift. It's the gift of knowing that they already had it within them. It's the understanding that it was already there. It was already there. And it's being sent. That knowledge, that knowing that it was already there, that it was already predestined. When this takes place, this is going to happen very quick. It's going to be quick. Okay, let's see. Someone has been searching for this for quite some time, but they couldn't see it. It was there all along because it was always within them. They couldn't see it because it was in them. They were looking for it outside of themselves. Meanwhile, it was already there. The mystical master, I'm hearing, emerges. And that could be woman, that could be man, that could be a group. No more fragmentation. The seeker has now found what it was seeking all along. Okay, tell me more about the decision. They'll make a decision to no longer be fragmented, even though they can't see it quite yet. It's something that they weren't able to physically see. They had a feeling that it was there, but they couldn't actually see it. It's because it was always within them. There's somebody who just keeps going around and around and around and around, and they had to be flipped upside down. Because when you're flipped upside down, you see things from a different perspective, right? So I don't know who said this saying. I want to say it was Einstein, but I'm not sure, so I'm not trying to quote it. It's a paraphrase anyways. Something about you have to be out of your mind to get back in your right mind, if that makes sense. So you have to go down in order to go back up to get right side up, if that makes sense. So somebody's been doing a lot of shadow work, like deep shadow work in the cellar. And they've been seeking a master, but all the while the master was within them. And the master is now finally going to be emerging. Let's see. Show me the pendulum. Okay. Freedom reverse. So someone has made a decision to not free themselves, but because they've held their heart. In the past, I don't feel like this is because the way these are coming out, I feel like somebody had chose to keep themselves small, to keep themselves caged, to choose to keep their heart closed off because it was a safer decision, but it was also playing it small. Somebody's finally making the decision to open up their heart, or something is happening where their heart opens up and they no longer fit a mold that they once thought that they would fit. They see the truth of who and what they are, and what they've always been. Let's see. Anything else? Show me decision. Anything else about decision? Yeah, transformation. Someone was fighting the transformation. Someone was fighting they weren't sure how to go about do this, but I feel like something's going to happen. Something is said, there's a realization, there's a dream, there's a crystal given, there's something happening to where these are turned right side up. Freedom due to transformation. So I'm going to turn these right side up. Freedom due to transformation. When this takes place, it's going to be very quick, because I feel like somebody's almost been like in incubation for quite some time. and they've walked around in a circle, upside down, right side up, sideways, the other side, taking every little thing apart and examining and re-examining and feeling and assessing and analyzing every intricate detail of every grain of sand, of every seashell, of every bone, to its to where you know it inside and out. There's nothing left to see. There's nothing left to figure out. All the parts are there, and all the parts are rearranged, and all the parts are put together the way they were supposed to. I also heard we are a sum of all the parts, or we're a part, or what is it? I'm mostly a sum is greater than the whole, or the whole is greater than the sum. Something like that. I don't know what the saying is, but I'm trying to figure out what they're saying. No more fragmentation. No more fragmented decisions. No more not able to see or walking blindly. No more not able to being so afraid to open up. No more seeking someone to help them understand. No, because the understanding is already there. Because they took the time to do like the deep dive, and they've analyzed it all. So I'll turn this one so you can see it up. So we'll look at this. So you see, this is a traveler. Someone has been on this travel. They've been going, but where are we going? So I'm going to turn it right side up so we can see it, but it was something that we weren't able to see. But let's turn it right side up so we can see where this person is going. So now that the person can see where they're going, they're heading towards mystical or mysticism or magic. But it's not because they're seeking it to learn it. It's because they realize that they are it. It's part of them. Show me observation. But someone is when this expansion happens, it's going to propel somebody. When the freedom of transformation or freedom due to transformation because of a decision, either to get something, to buy something, to receive something, to give something, is going to catapult somebody. And I feel very rapidly, very fast. Somebody might even be able to start to see auras that maybe they weren't able to see before. Maybe someone will start to see these little different lights in the sky during the daytime as well, or at night, but it's coming down. I feel like it's going to send somebody on a really deep, a really expansive spiritual quest, journey, big time. Show me the observation in one form or another. Show me the aura. Yeah. So we have patience in reverse. Okay. Someone at one point had zero patience, and that's why they couldn't see. But they made a certain decision to free themselves, or to not play it small anymore, to do the last piece, the last push, the last analyzing or an analysis of fragmented pieces. Okay? Now they realize, now that they can see, they have grace like patience. They have patience that is graceful. And they are free. So there's a lot of air energy here. A lot of air energy. I'm also getting more air energy with that as well. I get fire and water here. But somebody realizes that the patience finally is paying off. That was one of the last pieces was patience. Do you understand what patience is? Do you understand what letting go means? Do you understand, in order to transform, something must change its form. Something must take flight. Something must end in a certain way. Even if it's not any relationship or a situation or family dynamic or a job or whatever, it's something within the person, or maybe it's you or someone you're dealing with, that has ended. So it creates, and it's transformed, so it creates freedom because they did the work. They understand the missing piece was patience and grace. Or compassion, if you want to say that. Why is the clouds? What's mystical? Why are the clouds here? Show me clearly. Yeah. Openness in reverse. Someone wasn't open before. Someone didn't want to see. Someone was afraid. Someone's heart wasn't open. So someone is really going through a heart transformation. Like when I say that heart's about to be like emotionally opened up, because this is, the moon is all about emotions, right? And about water, about feelings, about depths. Someone wasn't open to the mystical, or they thought that they were, maybe they weren't, because they didn't have the last piece, which was patience and compassion for self and for others. Also, it almost feels like somebody wanted to push a subject or wanted to push something into happening, and now they understand, now they can see that they have everything that they've ever needed within them. There's nothing else to seek. You can obviously learn, right? But there's everything within them. All the love that they've ever wanted, all the acceptance, all the belonging, all the courage, the strength, the foundation, all of that, the protection has always been in them. And they don't need it from anyone else ever again or anymore. It creates patience, compassion, freedom, and taking flight and full transformation. So now, because of that, they're more open. So now they become what they already were. Within them is a mystical master or a magical master of some kind. They are free to become what they already are. It also feels like because someone didn't have patience, or someone wasn't done doing the shadow work or analyzing, that this was kind of blocked off from them until they were ready. Because you have to be able, how you say this, if you do things with magic, or if you do things that are mystical, or if you do things that are highly, look, stillness and trust. Look. Patience, stillness, and trust. They had to be patient during their stillness in their dark night in the cold, out in the cold and desert. They had to learn to trust themselves and to learn to trust the divine. And that's when it opens up, because before it was like a test. You had to do the work. Are you really sure? Are you really ready? If you're not ready, that's okay too. But if you are, we're going to test it. So someone here's been tested and they're passing. But it feels like there's been a push. Somebody's made a decision, and the decision is what's going to facilitate the final push. The final push through stillness and perfect trust, freedom and transformation, patience and openness. This is major. This is a major thing. Someone's really going to hear that still voice. There's a saying by Rumi, and he's a Turkish philosopher or prophet or poet. And there's one saying that says, "Be silent so the knower of all secrets might be heard." This person, you, them, a group of you guys, whomever this is for, you are actually going to hear that. Because it's not so much seeing is believing. Believing is seeing. Okay. We got a lot of air and water here. But it doesn't matter what sign, because we're all accumulation of all of them, right? So, show me fragmented. Show me fragmented. Oh, show me fragmented. Simplicity in reverse. See, someone is realizing that there are some things that are just that simple. Not everything is complex. Not everything is intricate. Some things are, someone was overcomplicating how they were doing something, or how they were reviewing, or in their shadow work, they might have been overcomplicating something. But they're getting help from the divine in some fashion. Maybe a messenger bird. Maybe a loved one who's passed is coming to meet them there. And they're having their words. Someone is coming to meet them in the shadow. They're having their words. I feel like this is somebody who's waited on this person to come visit them for a long time. For a long time. And this meeting is actually happening. And there is a transformation. There's a healing. Someone's also maybe healing some type of generational trauma, or generational quote unquote curses, which is basically trauma. It is generational trauma, all back 7-10 generations. Someone is setting their lineage, their bloodline free. That's a big deal. And there's that meeting, that gathering with a particular person. It feels like someone who's passed. Whoever this is for, I just want to say, I'm proud of you. Whomever this is for. What you're doing, what you're about to do, what you have been doing, is beyond for anyone to possibly understand how difficult this has been for you. I feel it here. I feel it. But you've done it. You will be doing it. Show me Seeker. Show me Seeker, please. Pleasure reverse. So somebody is no longer seeking pleasure. But they're understanding what pleasure is. It's not just in seeking pleasure from others. It's not just making sure you only have pleasure. It's not just sexual either. It's taking pleasure in simplicity. Taking pleasure in the simplicity of things and seeing the beauty in things that are very simple. And being grateful for those things is taking pleasure in simple things. Someone might be meeting a father that's passed, or a grandfather, or maybe even a really close friend that they've been waiting to communicate with. An ancestor maybe. It doesn't have to be a father figure or a grandfather. It could be like a mother figure of some kind. But somebody is meeting this person. They represent the deer. I'm also hearing the woodpecker. Someone is meeting someone in a green pasture of some kind, in a dream state or meditative state, or in some fashion. Somebody has been waiting for this person to be ready to meet them. So someone here is no longer seeking pleasure outside of themselves in that fashion, but they can take pleasure in the simple things in life now. Because they realize everything is play. Everything is connected. We're all one soul. There is only the soul. And there is all is mind. What you do to someone else, you're really doing to yourself. Someone is coming into fullness or wholeness within themselves, and they're able to now take pleasure in the simple things in life. Someone is going to be filled up. They feel whole in their heart. No matter the circumstance, no matter what they have, what they don't have, they feel at peace. Yeah. Show me mastery. This is mastering of self and emotions, and mastering trust of self and others. No longer being afraid of what the moon might be hiding. No longer afraid to be alone. No longer afraid to not take flight. Show me mastery, please. Show me mastery, please. Yeah. Community in reverse. We also have opportunity in reverse. Somebody here, more air, more, I'm going to turn these right side up here in a minute. Somebody here didn't have anybody. Didn't have anyone. They felt like they had no opportunities. Somebody was literally face down, stomach down, laying flat on their stomach, face down on the ground, and somebody surrendered. Because there's something that's happening with the heart where it's opening. Like there's freedom in this transformation. There is a freedom in this decision to transform. There is patience. There's openness and stillness with perfect trust of the mystic, of the mystical, or the mystical masters. But it was already there. There's nothing to seek. It was already present. It just needed to come out. So we're going to turn these right side up. Somebody is transforming so much that it's opening up all of these different opportunities because they've learned to master themselves. They've realized that what they were seeking was in them all along. They just didn't see it. So they're realizing that there's opportunity to create, or an opportunity to create a community to help others in the same fashion. Someone might be opening a retreat center of some kind. I'm not saying someone's a guru or anything like that, but somebody is wanting to share that peace, that compassion, that patience, that freedom of the simple things. Pleasure in the simple things. No longer seeking pleasure, but realizing I can be happy anywhere, no matter what the circumstances. I am, because I'm full. I am full. I am that I am in some fashion. So that's more of like a biblical text or phrase, but it's realizing that there is no difference between you and another person, you and this butterfly, you and this bird, you and these plants and this deer. There is no separation. Someone is coming into full awareness. Someone's getting enlightened in some fashion. I feel that very strongly. Someone is being enlightened. It's like it's what they weren't able to see, they can now see, and there is becoming this awareness. I don't know if it's they're getting something, they've made a decision to either they just make a conscious decision, or they've given their heart, or they've surrendered, or there's something that's a catalyst for this rapid transformation, or this cracking open of the heart to allow love in and to allow love out. Something that they weren't able to see, that they were love all along. Whether they felt like they were loved from others or not makes no difference, because whomever this is for, you are love. You can't be something that you already are, and which you've always been. You can't just not be that. So you can think that you're not. Logically, you can think that. You can perceive yourself as that. But the truth is you are. You are love. You are love itself. You were created out of love. Whether you believe it or not, you've always had that within you. Someone here is literally becoming a mystical master of some kind, or they're being addressed, or they're being invited into this. I'll say that saying again. It was by Rumi. I think he's like a Turkish philosopher or something like that, or they're like a Turkish prophet or something. And he said, "Be silent so the knower of all secrets might be heard." Someone is literally opening themselves up because they're having this opening of their heart. And they're trusting it in their stillness and silence. And there's something that is opening big time. Somebody wasn't able to forgive somebody. The forgiveness wasn't there. Someone didn't want to forgive. But I feel also with all of this is turning right side up. So when this forgiveness, not just of other people, okay, maybe forgiving the divine. Maybe somebody blames the divine for what happened. Maybe somebody here has been angry or couldn't see it, couldn't see the bigger picture at the time. But that's okay. So there's a forgiveness there. Most importantly, too, there's a forgiveness of self that comes with all of this. So let's see. No, not this. Okay. They said not this. Okay. Anything else, please? Feathers, messages. I'm telling you. Somebody is meeting somebody who they've waited on a long time to see. Someone who's passed on. Or this could be some type of angelic being or something that they've seen before. Someone has seen this angel or this being before, and they've waited for their return. Or someone has lost someone, and they haven't been able to get a hold of them or being able to reach them spiritually, but they're finally showing up. And there's this meeting. Could be a father figure, doesn't have to be. Could be a grandfather, could be anyone that you've deeply loved. Somebody on the other side is finally healed. They're onto greener pastures. But before they take that final step from their healing process, and they walk through that gate, wherever that leads them, there's the meeting. There's the meeting that was finally meant to happen when it was time for it to happen. And there's forgiveness there. Let's see. Anything else, please? Thank you, Spirit. Dreams, incubation. I'm telling you, somebody is meeting someone, one of their ancestors that has passed on. They're having this meeting that they've wanted. It possibly could be in dream state, but it's going to be so profound. It's going to be so profound. It's going to be life-altering, transforming for this person, or maybe even a group of you. The person who's passed has finally done the healing. The person who is on this side of the veil has done a lot of healing too. And it's time for this meeting to take place. So pay attention. This has been something that has been waiting. This person on the other side waited until you were ready. As they did their work, they waited. So they can meet with you before they move on. This person could have been gone for quite some time. Yeah, book knowledge of destiny. That's what will also be talked about is destiny. There's like this thread, and I was talking about this earlier, where this was a fated event. This whole thing, someone is finally seeing how all of this was meant to play out. and they're having this meeting and exchanging knowledge. Someone is meeting fate. Someone is meeting, this meeting is, it was destined. It's a meeting of destiny. It was meant to, in this dream state, to meet these ancestors or this person, but it's been so long. Both had to be ready to see each other face to face. So there can be forgiveness and moving on. Okay, anything else? It's a destined meeting. A destined, guidance, tarot. Okay, doesn't have to be tarot cards. But this talks about guidance. Any tool of guidance. Someone has been seeking guidance, but realizing they were a mystical master in the process, in the making, or they already were that. They just had to remember that they were that and are that. It's destined. Someone might be writing a book as well about guidance. A destined book of knowledge about guidance or mystical teachings. Someone might be passed down from the lineage where this knowledge now will be passed down through guidance through this meeting. Someone also is, I said earlier, someone's represented by the deer or the woodpecker. Before they move on to their next phase or to their next, even though they might have been there for a long time, but because they had work, they had shadow work they had to do, even in the afterlife, because whatever the circumstance was when they died. But before they actually go into greener pastures, to their next assignment, to their next job, to their next whatever they're supposed to do, there's a meeting here. There's exchanging of guidance and knowledge. It's a destined meeting. It talks about destiny as well. Okay, anything else? Last card. Foresight. The gift of foresight. Or a second sight, of seeing, being a seer. There's going to be talk about what was not told to this person. Someone's going to be given the knowledge of destiny and fate, the gift of prophecy and foresight. Because their ancestors have healed on that side, because of the work that this person has done on this side, has healed generations back, has lifted those restrictions to be able to step into full power of a mystical master, to being allowed that to come forward, because before it had to be contained. And it had to be, there was a lot to be forgiven. And to forgive and to ask for forgiveness. There was a lot of healing that had to be done all the way back. Something, either there's a gift that is being received, or there was a decision that was made of something purchased. There's something that's being gained or received, and it's putting in the palm. It's a heart, but it's cracking it open to letting that light out. And it frees this person to transform, to that metamorphosis is taking place. It's going to happen quickly as well. It's a true expansion. Anything else, Spirit? Let's get one last card. I just want one more. Let's see. Anything else you'd like to say? Anything else you'd like to say, Spirit? This is also possibly a gift because of all the hard work. Their messages are coming through. Also, there might be like where there's like an angel that someone has seen before it's coming back. There is a massive healing taking. Someone you're around you, or multiples of you guys. There's a massive healing. I mean, when I say massive, I mean massive healing. That is really like major healing taking place here. Major. And someone's just going to wake up one day. Got it. Yeah, but on the deck, a new life. And poised in that right position for freedom. Anything else, please? Soulmates. Now, soulmates, we're all one soul, right? Everybody's your soulmate. Everybody that you meet, even the people that are unsavourable, because we all are meant to teach and learn from. We teach them and we also learn from them, and vice versa. This meeting, your parents can be your soulmates. Your friends can be soulmates. You know, we're all soulmates, okay? So I feel like this is more of like parental or like familial, like a grandmother or grandfather, or even like I'm about to cry because there's an angel here that has followed somebody around. And I don't know who this is for, but there's an angel that has followed somebody around for their entire life just for this moment. Because someone is finally unlocking their heart, because there's such a level of forgiveness that has this love and this power has been incubating for all of these generations that are now coming into fruition. This power, this mystical understanding, this love, this devotion, this has been held in somebody's heart that goes back generations in a family line. Because now that it's been healed, this person unlocking their heart unlocks everybody else's down the line. I feel like it's almost like a father-daughter or mother-son scenario. Or grandmother, granddaughter, grandmother, grandson, you know, something like that. Because this one has unlocked theirs. They're given the key to the others in the family lineage to unlock their heart. Here's the key. You are passing down the key. Anything else? Also, 41 breaks down to 5. Major transformation. Oh, hold on. Clean it up. It's cleaning the things that no longer serve. It's healing the things that needed to be healed. It's transformation. Also, here we have a stag, or like a deer as well. Deer and deer. Or, you know, antelope. Not antelope, but I don't know what their scientific name is called, but they are of the same family. They are of the same family. So I feel like a father is helping a daughter, or maybe a husband who's passed on is helping a wife. So whomever this is for, to that last little piece, and it's the meeting. It's the meeting that was supposed to take place. But because this one was working on cleaning it up, well, this one worked on cleaning it up as well. Now they can finally meet. This meeting can happen, this closure, this forgiveness, the knowledge of destiny and the guidance how to use it with the foresight and of prophecy has been incubating of a mystical master who comes from a magical line of family but didn't know it. There's something about that where there had to be an understanding. Was always there, it will always be there, but it also had to come into acceptance, but also forgiveness and healing had to take place first. Wow. Okay, anything else? Not drop it this time. Thinker and peace. Someone is ready for peace. It's being offered. The peace offering's taking place between You could be a child, you know, you could be between you and a parent. It could be you making peace with the divine. This could be you accepting the offering of peace. More feathers. I'm telling you, there's somebody who's passed on that you're going to be having this meeting with that has been long overdue. It's happening. And it's so freeing. It's about making peace, making your peace with somebody who's passed on and or who is living, but it's being guided by the divine. It's meant to happen this way because not only does it, again, it doesn't heal just you, it heals generations back. You're passing down that key. You're saying, I've did my part. They're saying, you've done your part. I pass you the key to freedom. I got the key. I'm passing you the key. Now you're free. And then these loved ones or these generations back can move on to their jobs, to their next plane of existence. Because they've done the work too on their side as you've done the work on your side. And it's bringing peace to a family lineage. Someone has spent a lot of time alone. A lot of time alone reflecting and analyzing all these fragmented pieces. Analyzing them, all these pieces. But now they're making peace. It's quite beautiful, actually. This has to be probably one of the more profound, beautiful readings I think I've ever done. For whomever this is for, bless you. Seriously. This is profound. What you've been waiting for is going to happen. Well, that's what I got. So, yes, I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. It means I got chills from head to toe and like all over my head and down my spine. Beautiful, absolutely. I mean, just it's precious. It's profound. Well, it's what I got. I don't know what else to say. It's there's no words. They're really profound is not even close either. It is profound, but it's not. There's not enough appropriate words that could describe whatever this is for somebody, what's about to take place in your life. There's no words to really that would be even close to try to describe it. It's amazing. I mean, I don't know what else to say. But so if you would like to get a personal reading with me, all the information will be in the description box below. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you know the next time I upload my readings. And as always, stay blessed. Like, seriously. Make whatever decision you're about to make or you have already made, it was the right one. It is the right one. You're about to get the closure you've needed for a very, very long time. And it's gonna set you free. All right, well, stay blessed, okay? Take care of yourself until next time. Bye.